special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. It's Williams. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hands it off on the counter. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Aztecs will have to punt this one away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense moving to a bunch formation. On first down, it's play action. And they've got him on the blitz.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Here's the handoff. Running through the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He escapes the pocket. The fastball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football. But throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Dropping back, it's Williams. Bringing pressure. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Now offense with some pre-snap motion. The pocket breaking down. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it with room to run. Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
It's an option look. He's got room to run. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Offense clicking now to first down at the 45. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Running with purpose. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To the air, it's St. Clair. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
It's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
They'll try the ground game here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
My gosh, they almost came up with another sack here. They have done an amazing job of pressuring this guy. And Chris, obviously, we're still in the first quarter. They better make some adjustments up front, or this is going to be a long game.
Nowhere to run. Corralling for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. The tackle at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Makes a quick catch. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
The receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Back to throw. It's Williams. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And the Aztecs are looking to keep this drive going. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hot over the middle. It's 4. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Aztecs line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
They'll try a pass here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, San Diego State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Bringing it out, it's Brown. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So the first First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Play action here on first down. He's looking to scramble. Great cut there. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
A play action, looking to throw. On the move now. Breaks free. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Looking to scramble. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. It sets up a 3rd down and 3. To throw, it's St. Clair. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive. They'll come out throwing. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They mix it up with a run. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
He missed it. Off target that time. He missed it, and the game is still tied up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the back gets the football. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. The San Diego State offense on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Pass caught, second down now. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Spins away from defenders. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The Aztecs will line up now. It's 1st and goal.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And after the extra point, it's a 17-10 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. Heads out of bounds at the 33 after a decent return. comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Grab down the middle. It's Stone. It'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. They had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. He's going to take off. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Throwing off play action. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, FIU.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Now the all-important extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Aztecs offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Fire to the right side, complete. Passes the 40. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Williams. Caught by the receiver.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Under pressure, just lets it go. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Looking to throw it again. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Fourth down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Williams. On the move now. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First and 10 now. Clock running, final minute of the quarter. Catch is made down the middle. They bring it down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Now the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Bringing pressure. Slides to avoid the big hit. We get to the end of the third. We have a conference championship classic on our hands. Let's check out the stats real quick. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. This is a crucial 3rd down play. Try a field goal from here will be 61 yards. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. The sure hands. It's stopped. Pass the touchdown, Panthers. They jump on top now here in the 4th. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. To the air, it's Williams. Snags the quick throw. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
It's an out route, the catch made. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Rainey.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Aztecs pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Back to pass. It's Williams. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Here we are late in a 1-score game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on a fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Leaning on the run game here. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Williams. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Using his legs, it's Sweeny.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pocket breaking down. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The ball is picked off. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. Out past the 30. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, they can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.